Okay. Getting ready to stream some chess games. This will be exciting. Let's do some bullet games. I just don't see the threat here. The bishop's defending that rook anyway, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is queenside castles, which would be a great move. A little bit of a rookie mistake there. You should have done that last turn. Now, worried about this a little bit. We'll use the bishop move here. And we'll take, when he pushes his pawn, we'll use that opportunity to play queen here, diffusing the pen and also taking this with check. Now that threatens mate. Excellent. If you're just joining in the chat, my name is Thor Bonner. This is my first week streaming chess. Just had a really good stream chess session earlier this afternoon. Challenge you. This is the same guy. Oh, oops! I meant to accept that. But I accept chess challenges anytime limits, and any ratings. Don't discriminate here. We had a good chess commentary earlier today. We had about 4 or 5 people coming in, which was great. He was a good sport. Let's see. Do you play chess? Anyone out there playing chess at the moment? Had some great people on earlier. We got to talk about some new chess openings. Some people were talking about the Vienna, which I wasn't that familiar with before. It was a little new for me. A little opening I had not really heard before. I'm trying to get better at these faster blitz games. I have to watch out if there's a pawn exchange. He'll have that queen check. So I'm going to castle here. Thinking about kicking this bishop. Would he really do that? I want him to. Let's do it. Perfectly fine with that. We're going to get this exchange with the queen taking on that diagonal. Or I can take with the pawn and push it. That would be great. He takes. Okay. We're going to double up his pawns here. Let's get this queen check in here. We're looking at g3 in a second. And then I've got queen f6. Oh, he's got pawn captures. I'm stupid. Materials even. I have to remember to move fast though. Getting off this rook file. Eesh. Oh no, I hung my queen. Wow. These games are brutal on you. Just brutal. He's got the mate pretty much. Oof, not good at those. Not very good at the fast games. If anyone wants to play in the chat, the name is Checkmate4283. It's kind of fun. This is my first couple days streaming. The idea is, in a couple days, I was recording a little bit ago. I'm a musician, so I'll have some music tracks going on in a couple days behind the chess games, which will be really fantastic. Let me check this really fast. Small false alarm for a second. For a small half second, I thought I might have left the oven on. I was making some Indian food, some butter chicken. This is a Scandinavian defense. Which I am not the biggest fan of. You can double up these pawns. That's fine. I'll end up castling queenside maybe. I need to just move that forward. There you go. For a second, I thought that I could just take there, but the queen would be hanging. Okay, this is getting annoying. Oh man. Lots of doubled pawns. Hi, Sadek Queen. How is it going? You must be here for the exciting chess games. I didn't like that. Ooh. Now if I just move really fast, should be my game. Should be. Oof, getting a little scary here. I have to not let there be any room for a stalemate, which happens when the king can't move. Next move is checkmate. There we go. Just here for the chess game. I made some butter chicken. Very tasty. If you notice the time controls here, are 1 minute each. These are called bullet games. And after each move, we get 1 second back. It is a tough time. He's thinking about capturing. I'll get the isolated D pawn for attack here. How's your day? You said you ran out of spoons? Should have played f6 there. I might have moves like f6. Knight g6. Bishop back, then f4. It's too bad I missed this knight move earlier. This almost forces the issue here. I think I just capture here. Oh, he captures with check. I thought I got captured with check. Oof. Oh, I had that pawn captured. I think that's a win. Yep. Was so low on spoons, I ended up okay. Went to Whole Foods. Whole Foods? What did you get at Whole Foods? See me drinking milk out of a jug like an animal. Pineapple soup, pitas, and hummus. Wow. Quite the tall order. I'm going to want him to take that pawn there. Okay, don't take that pawn, whatever. I have this straight up capture. He needs to play bishop. He needs to play bishop here, or he loses that pawn for free. He still has takes. Oh my gosh. I hung my queen. Oh no. Oh no. Might be able to conjure up some kind of compensation. This is dangerous, playing without a queen. Rats. Julia might watch. Okay. Excellent. You gave her the chat? That would be fun. Cool. Oh, you can just capture with the knight. Captures, knight captures. Rookie mistake there. On my end. Ooh, hanging that again. And again, I hung it again. What is wrong with me? Wow, I could lose this game. It's hard to believe. Wow. Man. after she left this afternoon. I only just now started streaming again. Yeah, I'm not very good at these fast games. Baiting with this. I want you to take it. Okay. I want you to take it. Do I know anyone that likes crossword puzzles? I think people who hate themselves like crossword puzzles. Oh man, I had that game. I just can't play fast enough. King here. Queen here, check. Queen, man. Man. Why do you ask about crossword puzzles? What brought that up? A subscription box, huh? Interesting. What do I do here? Something like Bishop. I'm already low on time. That's ridiculous. I cannot believe how much time I use. Let's check here. Oof. Shit. Man, I messed up here. Yep, I lost again. Oh my gosh. I cannot play. I just have to play instantly. Drink milk for brain power. Noted. I just need more brain power. I wonder if that's really a threat. I'll counter threat this check here, which I think would be a fairly easy mate to grab here. How am I low on time again? Oh no. I have to stop that play. Oh my gosh. I'm going to win the next 3 of these. It's decided. 3 in a row. Here I come. Oh no. God damn it. Oh wait, that's not. That was a fork. I did too. How did that come out even? I came out up a pawn. Got this pass pawn. This is pretty much a one game. I just have to watch my time. Get the dark squared bishops off. That would be desirable. No need to get the trade in early. No reason at all. That queen's going to look kind of silly there after I move my queen. Now his queen is going to be fairly exposed. Let's get my queen over here. I have a surprise check anytime I need it out. We're going to try to make a pass pawn here. He still only has 2 pieces attacking the square. There it is. Whoops, running low on time. Not good. Oh, I could have gotten his queen really easily there. No! Oh my gosh! Oh, that was one game. Oof. Gotta get better at the bullet game. Oh. Sometimes just learning about how to do the time controls. That's a tough part of it. Man. Skewered there. Does that do anything? Kind of. Oh, I should have taken with the queen. I'm dumb. He doesn't have the pin anymore. Instead I get this discovered check. I should come out of this up a pawn. He might have some advantageous development though. Let's play here first. This idea of getting that check in, which I won't get. Okay, let's just get the up on that. He's being difficult. I'm up on time on this game though. That is a first. A first. Oh, he's threatening this, but I have a counter threat. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's got that check, but then I can take his king. Oops. Oh, he ran out of time. Wow, these bullet games are rough. If you're in the viewers, my name's Thor Bonner. We're just doing some chess commentary. I'm also accepting challenges at chess.com at checkmate 4283. Let's do something, some games a little more relaxed. 5 minutes. Watching ideas on this diagonal. We're gonna have competing bishops along here. Probably gonna move this pawn up. Haven't revealed. Neither one of us have revealed which side we're castling on. I'm going to go king side. He did too. Okay. Thinking about moves like queen c7. His knight is pretty passive on d2. Thinking about moves like rook e8. Do I take? Or do I lock it up? I think I lock it up just because he's made this idea of bishops on these long diagonals. If I open up the game, he has such an enormous advantage with that. If I close it up, he doesn't. And he's threatening my bishop right now. I actually don't mind that at all. If I could somehow get my knight to here, that would be really fun. I have to get to here. How do I do that? Ooh, that's rough. What about... It's a long travel too. This knight is on an adventure. We want him to take this bishop because that bishop is not worth that much right now. Same Taro. Is that in a Pokemon game? This is the knight moves for this. He's going to go here. Or was he here? How did he do that? All up there. Do I want to trade knights? I don't. I don't really. He's got to keep up his journey. Wait, here, here, here. How did he do that again? Here, 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 here. Bishop coming through. I just don't see that bishop doing very much. Maybe he's thinking about a some kind of counterplay. I'm fine with trading off the bishops. Send me a pick up the new book. Okay. Expecting moves like a4 to come up soon. I'm going to get this bishop to c3, c3. Queen f3. It's just he doesn't really leave a lot of development for his knight. It almost has to come back before he can get his bishop over here. And by that point, I mean, the bishop's not useful. Then I have here, image there. I've got this attack. So he has to take down the exchange. I take. Okay, so here are the moves. I have to take on here. This is going to be my new knight outpost. To get there, another adventure. After this pawn takes this knight. Quite a ways to go. Now, earlier I was saying that this is my bad bishop and I want him to take it. If he has two knights, he might have a little bit of advantage, but the knight, yeah, he's going places. We're talking about him going over here after this pawn, after this bishop takes the knight, and I have this exchange. Things are really cramped up, and these cramped pawn positions with these structures, knights are much, much more effective. I would almost take a, in the position we have right now, I would almost trade a rook for a knight. What could I do here? I could offer a queen exchange. I actually wouldn't mind that at all. He's acting like there's a threat on h7, maybe to make me commit to something. I'm just not buying it though. I will, however, offer him a queen trade in a little bit. Finally got his knight there. He's wanting bishop to g5. Now he might take this bishop to waste my queen move. Capture bishop g5. The thing is, if bishop g5, I can play my rook up here. Pawn captures. I don't feel like it's bad. I'm surprised he hasn't played a4 yet. Or a3. That's not... Yeah, you should play a4. I think. His knight should be there, not his queen. If you can imagine. He's too caught up in trying to generate an attack that is not really there, I don't think. Now there's a lot of pieces traded off. If he was going to generate an attack, he would want some other piece there. Let's see, if I play h6 back. Oh, I can't do that. He might have some kind of attack. Captures, captures. But then this knight isn't in the way. We're both pretty low on time. He might make a mistake here. He'll trade. Cool. I think I kind of have to trade with the queen, which I kind of wanted the queens off anyway. The doubled pawn structure, it's not great. Not really great. Oof. He's going to have a good knight outpost here. If he checks, I move here. Where does he want to be? This would be the best spot for his knight. That would be crippling. Oh, we won. Yeah, it turns out if you play really cramped games, you just have to play for time. Should I be a jerk here? this whole game. Just not a fan of this system. We're gonna make this game a little more open. Kind of getting a little annoyed by these cramped games. Cramped games on short time controls. Like, what's the point? Ooh, he hung a piece. He might just resign after that. He might play a queen check or something. I could play bishop here. Man, that would be mean. Let's do it. He'll probably play knight here. To which I have bishop e. Okay, threatening b7. I should just castle. If queen takes that place, and no worries there. Ooh. Is that a good... That is a good move. It doesn't look like it because this is a backwards pawn on his open file. It's very weak. But I can just have this knight in front of it until he exchanges, but this bishop is here too. He's down a piece. That's a weakness is suddenly very, very powerful. He resigned because of this fork. Rook and queen. Demotivating. All right. Got a new nail color. Okay. I'm really not impressed with this guy's development. He's just worried about like this pin, like so much that it's almost paranoid. I'm going to do queen e2 instead of d2 because of moves like knight g4. I'm very excited. gonna pimp at knight. Oh, immediately refuted. Okay. He is making development slightly tricky. I'll give him that. I just don't feel like their moves are very strong. A5 was a great move. What do I need here? I need to move like knight h4 to 8 to f5. If I capture this, if I move here, he has capture. I capture. Then what do I have? If I capture, he plays... No, if I play here, if I play knight h4, he has knight capture. Then I have knight capture. He has bishop capture on h4. Then I have bishop capture here, he captures. Queen to g4. Check. To which he plays bishop g5, and then I have h4 exposing that check. How many moves ahead was that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. Yeah, we got it. He'll think he's winning a pawn, and he'll end up losing 2 pieces if he takes it. Do I take it? Krish 80. Hey Krish! Good to have you back, man. Krish was with us earlier today. I watched part of that video with you were the one with the Vienna opening video, right? With Isaac? Pawn here captures with check. He moves capture. So we'll move our knight here. I'm not sure if you looked through that. Oh, Levi. I'm sorry. I thought it was Isaac. You're right. It's Levi. Okay. How do we deal with threats? He's got this capture here. If I play Queen f3, that should prevent it. I don't have as many tactical options as I would like to have. He can capture. There's not a lot he can do with that capture unless he really stacks up on the A file, like cap, and then moves down. But that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 moves before it's done. And until then, all I have to do is play 1. Look how it's just too easy for me to stack up on that. He's got this move. That looks really cool. Oh, he's exposing that I don't have anywhere for my knight to go. I'm almost fine with it not going anywhere. Almost. Threatening some checks. These bishops are on their angles, ready to uncoil, but time disadvantage. Not good. After h4. Good move. Now he would have to move here. If I need to, I will sack the knight. I can give king check. I'm not sure I see that. Okay. We will move here. Oh man, I really should have put the bishop there. What was I thinking? Let's get that pawn out of the way. It's causing way too many problems. I don't want to trade my... Oh, I can give check here. But not right now. Yeah, right now. Let's do it. What better time? Yes, move here. Is that checkmate coming? Wow. Yeah, good call, Krish. I didn't even see that move. Is that the one you were talking about? Commandos. This guy's wanting to play again. Are you interested in playing again? A game, Krish? Krish80? Slight variation. Yeah. Yeah, you probably saw it a little sooner. That was very, very interesting. And kind of lucky that he moved. I think he probably had some better king moves there. Let's see. When did I have that check? Right here. Check. Nope. I needed my queen. It would have been right here, huh? Check. Covering these two squares. And if I wanted, I could have sacked this rook to have a bishop on this line. Yeah. There were some real threats there. Sack bishop, yeah. I don't feel like let's see. I don't feel like king f8 was the move. I feel like what was he worried about? I would have played like king. Oh, I see. King here, check, checkmate. If king here, if king to g8, I would have had check. And then if he moves, check. He moves back. I get a surprise check. Yeah. Wow, that might have been a completely forced mate. Are you interested in playing Fish, or are you just interested in spectating in the commentary? Wow, I can't believe this is a forced game. I might might put that in the old checkmate log. Forced mate. Well, I'll play another game. If you're interested in playing later, 283. You can always look me up on chess.com there. Oof. I was a little loopy this morning, and I was just hanging. Man, I hung my queen. You know, things just were not going my way. D3, D6. What do I play? Knight C4? No. That'll get in the way of my bishop developing and allows for an immediate D5. So what do I play here? Maybe Knight C3. Maybe Knight C3. Yep. With bishop, he had D5 for free again. If knight comes back to E4, we're going to capture. Okay. I'm not worried about it at all. I don't think it does anything. What I should be looking at right now is moves like knight E5. But right now I'm threatening that exchange completely right now. I'm okay with this. His development is very low in comparison. Also weirdly threatening this check right away. That will come back. That's one way to solve that. I'm going to make his development really tough now. His rooks are not connected. Rook E1 is coming. Working on this long file. With the intention of knight E5. What is my response to this? I almost want to play Rook C7. Later he might have a trap here. If I play Rook C7, he has Rook takes E1, Knight captures, Bishop D. No, that sacks the pawn. Takes, Knight takes, Knight to D7, defending the bishop here. And then after that, Knight F8 blocks, traps the knight. Wow. I almost have to take on the exchange. I don't want to. I think I stick with the knight. All his minor pieces will be on this back row. Not very good. Not very good. Not very good development. Now, if I have superior development, I have to do something with it. He's going to be worried a little bit about this pawn. I have knight E5 coming. Yep. So I wanted to provoke B6. So when I play knight E5, this pawn is weaker. That worked out really well. Let's play bishop C4. I mean, I wonder if I shouldn't have played this, because now his bishop's going to become a little more active with tempo. Well, now I can play C5. If he captures, I take with my knight. He'll have a backwards pawn. Good. Now, when I play knight E5, that pawn is going to be much weaker. It might almost force an exchange, which would be great. The other thing is, our pawns are locked on, mine are on dark squares, which is great because I'm using a light squared bishop, which means I can attack his pawns, whereas his bishop will be in a defensive and passive position. He wants a knight here, or here, or here. I kind of want a knight here, but that'll trigger a5. a4, capture, capture, and then this pawn will be weak. What do I do with that? Do I just play b4? Can't overthink it. I'm not doing great on time. He's got capture, rook captures, knight comes to f6, looking for the outpost on e4. Long ways to get to where I need to. He might just offer the rook exchange, the knight exchange that I need. Now I'll offer the rook play that he wants. He wants rook e8. I'll take. He'll play his rook here or knight here first. Ooh, I did this in the wrong order. I was thinking I would play here first, then he plays, then I have f4. I thought about that in the wrong order. He does this knight check. Doesn't do a lot. You can get over to here. And then nothing. Just meanders back. I can't believe I didn't get an advantage out of this game. It wasn't playing very well. I should have created more of an attack. I was just playing developmentally and not, and it made me passive. I need to not take that knight. I'll move here. If he doesn't move the pawn. Okay. His rook will do really well anywhere. Wow, I messed up a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to go down a pawn. And then I will be playing for a draw. for the rest of my life. Can I not even contest that? Is that a joke? He has here, here, takes. I move here. Life goals. What are life goals? He's got to pass. Does he have 2 pawns? Wow. Wow. You got this check. I have to move my rook. Being in a draw. Yep. This guy did not play well. I cannot believe I let him. I can't believe he let him do this to me. Okay, let's see what kind of moves this guy has. The thing is, if you didn't have these 2 pawns, this would be a draw. I could take, move, move, move. Queen. If you get a bishop, pawn to the 7th rank with a king, and the person's queens, and it's their turn, they can't force a win if you have a bishop pawn. You can force a stalemate. But he can just take that pawn with his queen. And get another queen, you know? There it is. That was the move. Oh man, these 5-minute games are tougher. I really prefer those longer 10 or 15-minute games. Yay. Is someone's cheering for me to losing? Bishop e6 is not the best move there. It inhibits moving that d pawn unless he's thinking about moving here. I'm not going to take this now because it frees it up. You weren't watching. Sorry, I'm playing Pokemon. Yeah, yes, I lost. There was a opportunity for a draw if I wasn't down 2 more pawns. So I want to. I'm the worst. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. Let's see. Knight c3. Wow. He's got ideas like bishop, like b5, and if I move back, b4, moving this knight, and then nothing is defending this pawn. Or if I try to play bishop d3 to defend that pawn, he's got knight g4, defending this bishop. Interesting stuff going on. Let's neutralize all of those ideas and play a4. I've got my development taken care of. Maybe part of the reason he wanted to utilize that is to get his bishop to b7, like we talked about him wanting to maybe do. I am halfway considering capturing that pawn. With what? A queen. Let's do it. Let's capture it with the bishop. We'll leave this open. We will take here with the knight. And then if he has some tricky stuff going on, we will be leaving this pawn undefended. But the idea is that we will be threatening this f7 square, and he doesn't have any pieces that can defend that check. So I am essentially trading a piece for 3 pawns and his king to be shook. This is just another example of like why playing bishop d6 was a bad move. It keeps his light bishop from coming in and also prevents the pawn move. He's got the in-between move. Knight captures d4, good. Now I can bring it back. He can bring that back to d6. Let's see what I have here, though. Do I just take the fork right away? Then queen moves. Wow. That rook is free. If I take with the knight, if he plays there, then queen somewhere looks pretty good. I think I just take that rook. Wow. He might have, like, he has to move queen e7. He has to. Or it's just game over. Whoa, wow. Just letting me have the queen. He must have thought I moved it with the bishop. I have done that before. The board can play tricks on your eyes, especially on these 5-minute games, man. It's easy to hang pieces. It's really easy to hang pieces. I'll try to trade off some material. 2 pieces for a queen. He's still got, I mean, he's still got play. The thing is that his king has been shambled. If I take there, that bishop is hanging. Probably bishop. Rooks are coming into play. Maybe this rook instead. He's got this knight, but I can take on e6 if the rook is pinning that bishop. Threatening the knight, the defender of that bishop. He saw that. Let's just take material. Let's threaten this knight anyway. We gotta kick it. Oh, I didn't see that that's attacking that rook too. This is on a dark square. It's also, if you are 2 diagonal squares away from a knight, you're like 4 moves from the knight attacking you. 2, 3. He has to move 3 times before he even threatens a square. Is this knight threat? I think I just play queen g5 if that happens. He's putting up a good defense. I mean, he's using his pieces. This is not a bad defense. Oh, it's loud in the background. Let's try this out for size. Check. In case if I played here, he would have had the knight check, bishop checks, whatever. But now this is a little more daunting. Yeah. Anyone in the viewers is welcome to challenge me. I do accept playing. You can look me up on chess.com at checkmate4283. This is my 2nd or 3rd day streaming. Having a great time, met a lot of great people playing chess today. Oh, 1534, that's a, wow. Pretty high rating, this should be good. Does that force the exchange? I think it forces it. If I'm being honest, I don't remember the Nimzovich defense that well. I used to know it very well. But this is about as far as my knowledge goes. I think there's some reason that I don't play b6 right away, but we're just going to do this. I know that's one of the ideas. I'm just going to accelerate it a little bit. I feel like that move just gives me his dark squared bishop, you know? What do I just play? He's got 92 captures. Waste my knight's development. He would have a well-placed figure. So maybe not that move, but this move makes it to where he can't move his bishop right away without losing that without sacking that g2 pawn. Okay. Now his knight's not on e2. Now do I play knight e4? He could have bishop e3 coming. Let's do it now. Why not? He's got moves like d5 coming up, so this is not bad. I hate moving the same piece twice in a row. Do I take it? That's a really good spot for my bishop. He's got queen c2 coming up. Let's do it. Although admittedly, he comes out a little bit ahead on his development. If I play c5, what does he have that's good? I almost need to play d5 first. Then c5? I don't know. I want this square for a piece, not a pawn. I want him to advance here, and I want a piece here. So to accomplish that, we want to play d6 with e5 in mind. We want knight here. We're going to push this pawn. We want these doubled pawns to be isolated. No e5 pawn. That'll become a weakness for me to play against. I like white's development more. I don't mind playing with doubled pawns. I think it's very useful sometimes to have that dynamic. There it is. Now we'll play e5. I wish we were castled first. Takes castle. He needs to castle too. Now if d5, which is kind of what we want, we've got knight d7, and the bishop comes down. Ooh, he's got... Oh, I thought he had knight f5 immediately, but that's not how knights work. Bishop looks a little silly right now. And just like last game, we were talking about bad bishops. His bishop is on all light squares. Does that just give me a passed pawn? He gets his rook down. Interesting. What would I want to do there? You know, I kind of want to keep a lot of this pressure. But he's opened up an opportunity here for me. Rook b8. Moves like f4 are good. Or sorry, f5 are good. But his bishop is having a lot of trouble. The problem I had was bishop c7. He would capture, and I don't want to capture with this. Do I want to capture with that pawn? It's a weakness for him to aim at, but I would have a passed pawn. This knight isn't going anywhere. Now, instead of the rook being the pusher for f5, this bishop is. His big goal really is just, man, you know what I want? I want his knight. I really want his knight. Locked up position. I would almost trade a knight for a rook in closed position. Like we haven't had any pawn exchanges. This board is locked up. And this knight here is going to be a nightmare forever. Okay. Let's start this. And immediately, this pawn is permanently defended by this knight, which cannot be kicked by any minor pieces. His stacked rooks, doesn't matter. I'll stack him on a different file. He's not going to lose material that way. This passed pawn is murder. This is the file he wants to fight on. If he moves. Okay, he's realizing what's going on here. Can't move that rook right away. He's gonna have to be defensive for a little bit. That bishop is just tethered. So useless. Might eventually have a role. Once again, it would be very passive. It's so passive, and he has to defend this square coming up. It takes too much time. And it might even have to be in the way of this file, which I have stacked up on. It gets tricky when you don't have a lot of exchanges. You have to play more for positional advantages and just know how to compensate with position rather than tactical. Like a lot of like chess moves in open positions are like, how far can I see ahead and what tactical shots and how do I attack and stuff. This game is just waiting. Just a lot of waiting. I have no idea what he's trying to do. I'm just going to stack up on this file and get ready to shoot. He might be... I have no idea what he's doing with that bishop. He has moves like 1, 2, 3, and then he might have an attack. But if I ever really have to, I always have an instant save with this rook. Or we could play here. This just takes so long. Wow. Let's look at that replay. Instant replay here. Bishop moves out. Bishop moves back. Wasting. It's so hard for white to develop right now. Or not develop. It's hard for them, difficult for white to improve their position. Whereas black has a lot of things to do. That's the game. Okay, let's get over that 1400 hump. Right, 1270. That should be enough to get over 1400. Caro-Kann. Is that why you hate it when they say white always has the advantage? I'm sorry, I missed it. What? Why? What did I say? Oh, in the last game I said it's very hard, difficult for white to improve. It was because of they had a knight instead of a bishop in a closed position. And under those circumstances, his bishop was the same color as the pawns he had, which made it very passive and defensive rather than an active piece. And his pawns were also doubled. So no, not in general. Just in that one game. Some people say that white has an advantage because they move first. And that is far from being a real advantage. Yeah, good question. Thanks for asking. Takes. This is just a big exchange. Take. Knight. We've got to do this in the right order. And if I play knight here, it gives him the opportunity to take that pawn. Now if he takes that pawn, worst part of egg hatching, release. I think I have a little trap here. He takes this pawn. Queen check. Oh no, he's got bishop here. I was gonna say this. It's pretty lethal. Let's just do the queen move. Basic queen move. Keep it simple here. How's my volume? Is it low or is it high? Oh, weird. Weird. His pawn structure is all kinds of messy. Once again, his bishop is bad. His bishop is the same as his pawns. So we will play seems a little passive, but he'll have to make a passive bishop move as well. You know what I should really do? If I play d5, I immediately get a passed pawn. Did I get some new friend requests? What to do here? Do I play passively for that? I feel like then he just moves here, threatening that check or the bishop. Let's hop on the passive train. What I really want is f3. But then he's got e3, threatening f4. So if he does play e3, oh, he's doing it anyway. That's okay. Because I was thinking king d2. There's no queens on the board, so I don't really have to castle. Let's get that knight back. Oh, you know what I could have done first? That exchange, and then threatened to remove all the squares available to that knight. That would have been a little more stylish. So now the king is a weapon because he can't get a rook check on that. Rook diagonal and threatening this long diagonal now. He's got to move like that. You can take or take on this bishop. Let's just take away that move. Now we have moves like this. That's covered, that's covered. He might have to ignoring the check. Here's this king check I don't like. If we can keep it. Oh! Oh no. So bad. So bad at this game. Oh no. I could have just taken that knight. What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. Very bad play. Oh, wow. Just straight up down 5 pieces, 5 points. To a 12-7. This was supposed to be my game to go over 1400. Let's see. threatening this little diagonal here. Really want to rook on one of these squares so I can get that check. I want that bishop gone. Wherever he puts it, I'm going to push this pawn. Well, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that. We have check here. Oh wow, this is interesting. I might have some counterplay here. What do I do? Check? I think, do I just have checks all day? I don't. Not all day. Not all day. I see what you're saying, man, but I don't like it. Yeah, the chase is... Oh, I should have played King F4. I just blundered there. You could have taken the bishop right there. Oh, come on. The struggle is real here. He's got check, king moves, rook is mate. He doesn't want that. Let's play a couple more games. The chase is real, yeah. Queen's off the board. This is very amateur play. I don't know why I wasn't looking at that queen exchange. This development does not matter at all if he doesn't have his queen on the board. Pin. Up 2 pawn. I'm just going to trade off pieces. Because why not? If you're up in material, just trading off pieces is a good way to immediately realize your advantage. I can queenside castle with check, and then actually this bishop's protected. Queenside castle with check, and then do something to protect this this f pawn from his bishop. Do I castle now? I think I castle. I just don't want to lose that pawn. I'll threaten his pawn. And then if he takes... Okay. I move here, threatening his pawn. If he takes, I just take his pawn. It makes me nervous that I haven't connected my rooks yet. He does have this check available to him. Rook coming down to 7th rank is not really an option because of these knights doing a lovely job. Speaking of knights, let's get these puppies developed. We've got a little tactic here. If he moves here, unless he moves the bishop here, I'm in the green. So let's do that. And what this does is he'll probably go for the check. People just check for no reason. I'll move my king to g1. And then there's a knight fork coming up here if he doesn't do anything. His good moves are getting sleepy. I'm sorry. Wow. Only up a couple pawns, but you felt like that was not worth playing through. Okay. Let's get another one. We gotta pass 1400 today. All right, another 1243 player. Move, pawn capture. I don't have enough material to win that exchange. I might move my knight to e5, but I don't want to move my knight twice in a row. So what am I going to do? I think I'll do it. I should have played like a6, b5, working on develop on the bishop. That would have been so much better. Not letting him get this open file on my backwards d pawn. It wouldn't be removing a defender because of that pawn exchange. He played a3. Really, the move here is a4. That would have been a much better move. This is going to be an interesting game. I have to stop this e5 advance. Wow. Happens immediately. Good job stopping that advance. If I captured, he gets a good spot for his knight. This way, I get a little more tempo. I have some interesting options here. I can capture his knight with my bishop and then immediately close this off. And transition into a closed game. Or I can just open everything up. Let's keep things open. I think it'll make it shorter. Captures. Now I think I can play pretty simple move here. C4. And hopefully that's just devastating. My bishop is cutting across the board. Okay, he's desperate to relieve that pen. Or sorry, not a pen. Just a tension, I guess. The pawn is hanging. He can move there. And then I have this fork. And that should be game. He saw that hanging. He saw that hanging and then didn't reassess the situation. It's kind of surprising. I have to kind of make sure the same thing doesn't happen to me. If I take here, rook captures. He's threatening a fork of his own. No, this knight stops it. I think I can just castle. I have to castle. Now a lot of my pieces don't have any pawns behind them right now. Not on any outpost or anything, so I have to make sure things stay pretty clever here. Okay. I think the move here is take on the knight first. Because queen takes. Wow. Opened up the king side before accepting a trade. Mad respect for playing the game out. Mad respect. Getting pieces ready to migrate over to the king side. Okay, it's 1400. All right, thanks everyone watching today. We got up to the 1400 rating. We'll call that a day for right now. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll be on tomorrow night and afternoon. Take it easy. Bye.